Okay, I'm Miss Cindy. Welcome to Art Adventures. This week we're going to be painting a picture of a campfire. So first we're going to need our blue paint and our white paint. So take a scoop, wet your brush first. Take a scoop of the white paint, put it on your dish, and then take a scoop of the blue paint and put it on your dish. So first we're going to do just the first half of the canvas up here, but we're going to make it kind of curved right down there. So take a little blue and a little white at the same time and go across your canvas. Just wait 1 second. Put this back here. Okay, now you can see better. Alright, so go ahead and just go back and forth and do the whole canvas in the blue. You want it a little darker because it's the sky at night, not during the day. So you can use a little bit more blue than you do white. And just go ahead and cover the whole canvas. And then when you get to about here, just kind of scoop it down like that. And then paint all of this in the darker blue. And try to go back and forth side to side. It just looks better on the canvas that way. Okay. All right, so now when we're done with that part, we're gonna take some brown. Let me fix this a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of brown and we're gonna add it to our little bit of blue. So I'm gonna take a scoop of brown, put it on the plate, and add a little bit of the blue to it because we wanted a darker brown. So you can just keep adding a little bit of blue at a time till you end up with a very dark brown, kind of about like that. We don't want it to turn black, but we want it dark brown. And then you can do the whole rest of the canvas down at the bottom. I'm going to go a little further down before I go up towards where the blue is, so I'm careful not to mix them together. So same thing, paint side to side. Let me lift this up a little bit so I can get the very bottom. Back up there. Okay. Doesn't want to stay up there. Let me hold it. Okay, that's a little better. And then get it all up there next to the blue. Might need to use a smaller brush, or you can do the end of the brush sideways like this. And you'll get a little bit better of a line. Just like that. Okay, I'm almost done with this part. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, just get it about. Okay. And then once that whole ground is covered, we are going to stop and let it dry. Okay. Okay, now I put a little bit of brown on the plate, a little bit of green. So I put a little bit of each of the colors on the plate. So first we're going to use the brown, And we need to make the logs. You can't really see much of them because they're underneath, but we have to kind of make them on the board first. So I'm going to make 3 circles kind of right next to each other like that. They don't have to be perfect circles. And then we're going to make like log shape kind of like that. Most of this part's going to be hidden from the flames anyway. And then I'm going to put a little bit of, I think I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, kind of trying to make the end of the log. So you can kind of see like swirls in it. Use like different colors. I'm going to use like a little bit of the dark on this one with the light. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to put a little white on it, just so you can kind of see it a little better. Just whatever color works best for you that you can kind of see it look like the end of the log. And then I'm just going to kind of fill that in with the brown real quick. Like I said, most of that's going to get covered up anyway. And then I'm going to clean off my brush and we're going to start making some flames coming up from there. I'm going to do a little bit of the red at the bottom. I'm going to take a little bit of the red and a little bit of the yellow and mix it together for a little bit of an orangey color. A little lighter red anyway. We'll see how it comes out. Okay. So we can kind of just make like long, curvy lines. And you're just making the flames coming up from the campfire. So you want it to come up from the logs, and I'm just making a little bit of red on there to look like the flames or the orangey color, just to try to make some flames. And then just kind of switch off between the colors. If you do too much, it won't show. So if it gets too dark like that, then I'm going to start using some of the light. I'm going to start using some of the lighter colors like the yellow. Wash the red off of there. Okay. So we're just going to keep going up like that with the various colors. You can do the red, the orange. You can throw a little bit of white in there, because flames have a lot of different shades of color in there. And maybe like some littler ones, little smaller ones on the sides. And you kind of want to go upward because then you'll have the more pointy end showing up, which will be better. Right there's too much red, so I put a little bit more yellow. You want to just keep switching off the colors so you can see all the different lines showing. Okay. I think I'm kind of happy with that. Put a little flame. It's going to come out, everybody's is going to come out different. They're going to be really good though. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we need to make the sticks. We're going to make the sticks for the marshmallows now. So I'm just going to use a little bit of brown, and I'm going to take a little bit of white, and just kind of make a lighter brown. And I'd use a small brush for this. This might be a little too big, but I'm going to try it. And they're going to be aimed towards the flame. And they don't have to be really straight because they're just supposed to look like the stick from a tree. We'll just make one on each side. This one I made a little bigger. And I'm going to make a little stick part sticking up like that. Okay. And then you can take a little bit of white and make a little highlights on it a little bit too. So it doesn't look so perfect. Okay. So next we're going to let that part all dry a little bit, and we're going to make some, just using plain white, we're going to make some little like wigglies up in the sky, because it's going to look like the smoke coming off of the campfire like that. Just making a little bit all over. You can also take the white and just make some little tiny dots that look like stars in the sky. You don't want a whole bunch, but you need a few here and there. And then we also need a moon. You can make your moon whatever shape you want. I think this time I'm going to make a crescent moon. Last time my moon was a little different. And just do the moon in white. Okay. We're going to need our brown for our sticks to dry a little bit, so we're going to move on to the green. We're going to put a little bit of green around the bottom, and it's just kind of abstract. It's not going to be like real grass looking. You just kind of want it more abstract to just kind of highlight the ground a little bit. So it's just kind of got some lines around it. And go around. Just to add a little bit of green here and there. You don't have to add a lot, just a little here and there. Okay, I think that's just about enough. Okay, now hopefully our sticks are dry so we can make our marshmallows. Oops, you know what, I'm going to use a smaller brush. No, I'm going to use a flat brush. Everybody's going to have different brushes at home, so just do your best with whatever brushes you have. Everybody's got a little different kind. Alright, I'm going to use the white and the flat brush. Just take a little bit. We want to make our marshmallow. It's up to you how big you want your marshmallow. Okay. Now the other side. If a little brown gets in there like that one, that's okay because you are holding the marshmallow over a flame, so it's going to turn a little bit of brown. Just kind of like that. And then I'm going to take a skinny brush. I'm going to add a little bit of the light brown again because it has the little bit of stick coming up through the top, just like that. And I think our painting is finished. So I am going to take my white so I can put my initials at the bottom because it's kind of really dark, so you want to use a light color. All right, and we are finished. Join us next week. Thank you.